Hello, everyone. How's everybody?
Hello.
Yep. Got zetamath with me. Yeah, we're using negative numbers this time.
Also, we should talk about the lovely quilt background that you have.
Yes, my quilt, which was hastily hung, I'll have to adjust things a little more.
It does look very nice, though, behind you.
Yeah, I'll have to adjust my lighting so it pops a little more. But it is quite beautiful. This was a quilt donated by ELOSF to the channel. So thank you so much, ELOSF.
Yes, huge thank you. It is gorgeous.
And
There seems to be an overlap between quilters and Sudoku stream viewers, which we appreciate because the quite often we get uh, uh, people sharing
oh,
pictures of
Zeta
their
is
quilts in
quiet.
the
Uh,
discussion, which I appreciate. Oh no, I'm quiet.
okay. Keep
That is not a
talking.
complaint I ever get in real life. I will say that much. Isabella saying that I'm already walking super fast in Talos Principle 2 and then being like, how do I
Test.
sprint? Yeah, I have to say I was very spoiled by Lingo, which lets you move at a quite quick pace. The Talos Principle 2 has a reasonable pace. I will say, like, of all my complaints about blueprints, the biggest complaint is probably that the top walking speed is glacial, for no clear reason to me.
Okay. Oh wait.
Stream
Now
Zeta's
I'm
a
a little
special version of
quiet.
Espresso. Oh no.
Test. Test. Okay, I think we're about balanced. How does chat feel about it? You have to talk, Zeta, so chat can.
Maybe you should just adjust it so that when I don't talk, I'm loud enough. Then maybe an AI will generate my dialogue for me.
Okay, if Zeta needs to be boosted anymore, then I'm gonna have to put a filter on him because I have it up to max right now, but I can boost it more if I need to, if I fiddle with it. But yep. How is everybody?
I hope everyone is doing well.
Yeah, I see Wario Land, I see David, Nell, uh,
Hey, Franco,
Laura.
welcome.
Hey, Franco, welcome, welcome. Josh, Isabella, D-Web, uh, welcome all. Welcome, Nicholas. Uh, hello, everybody. I'll see if I can read chat on Zeta's screen. It's very tiny. My eyes are not as good as they used to be. And I have chat bigger over that way. um, so we'll see.
Alrighty. Oh, Wario Land says you don't have rules on screen.
I don't. I can. Yeah, sure. I'll fiddle with it.
Probably need rules, so I don't think people can guess what the rules are by looking at the screen unless they have previously done a Squishdoku. Which reminds me that I should put a Squishdoku in my packet. Also, I realized as I was looking at this that I was plotting to color uh, crust and not crust, and you can't do that in this puzzle, which is horrible. Uh, I forget who was it that made the first Squishdoku. Was it Jay Dyer?
Yeah, it was. Jay Dyer did it for your Sudoku challenge. Okay. Can everybody see the rules now?
Ba, 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 ba.
The left side of the screen is like a tree. Yeah, a lot of cute things uh have come out of Brain. Zeta's setting challenges. There have been a few new genres that have sprung up.
Now, interestingly, I don't think some Doku came from that, even though it would have been a perfect thing to be in that. But I don't think that's
It
where it started.
didn't.
Uh, Although I will say several of my students have said a Sumdoku now, so there are more Sumdokus in the world.
Okay, I think I'm
Uh,
actually going to make you a little louder. Gain.
I'm pretty sure that this digit is a 0. Uh,
Say something.
Something. Something something. Something something dark side. Uh,
All right, how's that, everybody? I think that um, I think that balance is better.
Woohoo! Shall we go over the rules?
Yes, please.
So, we have here a 7 by 7
Oops.
grid.
Well, now you're
Uh,
louder.
oh no. Well, fix it while I talk.
Yes.
You don't have to talk to fix it. We have here a 7 by 7 grid with kind of sort of mostly normal Sudoku rules, except that of course you can't put every number from 1 to 9 in every row, column, box. And in fact, we're not even putting the numbers 1 to 9 in this puzzle. We're putting the numbers from -4 to 4. Uh, and of course, you can't put all of those in every row and column because this isn't an S cell puzzle. Uh, and so you just can't repeat them in a row or a column, but you do have to make sure each of them shows up in each 3 by 3 box. Where notice this cell happens to be in 4 boxes. Times are tight in this economy, so we have to we have to stretch the cells a little bit to make ends meet. So that is what we're doing in this puzzle. In every row and column, of course, there's going to be a highest digit and a lowest digit. We don't know what those highest digit and lowest digit will be. And so we can't specify that, but the clues outside the grid give us the sum of the digits between those. So in this column, the highest and the lowest digit are next to each other. In this row, the highest and lowest digit have digits between them that sum to -6. Uh, okay, so I realized what I said was not quite true, I think. But anyway, also this is an arrow, and so the digit in this circle is the sum of these two. Uh,
Yeah, that's true,
right, and
Nell.
yeah, Nell is correct, right? We can make a 0 sum with a 0. And I also was realizing that I could put a 0 in one of these
Well, we
cells
can make a
annoyingly.
zero sum with positive and negative numbers that balance each other as well.
Oh, we can also do that. That's true. That's true. The thing I was noticing that chat was also noticing is that if you think about it, -6 is actually the smallest possible total, uh, because -4 is never going to be included in a sum, And so -1, -2, and -3 sum to -6. So we know all of those are in here, and we know there's a -4 in this row. But notice that we can do a little bit of annoying wiggling because the zero. Oh, the zero can't be the highest number in the row. Sorry, I think actually I am back to being convinced that these are a 0 and a -4. Uh because or sorry, they're a positive number and a -4, and the zero has to be within the sum. Because if the zero's, well, the highest number in the sum has to be has to be positive. Sorry, let me say that again. The highest number in the row has to be positive strictly because there's 7 numbers in the row and there's only 5 numbers that aren't
Positive.
positive. Yes. Uh, Wait, doesn't that mean there's 2 positive numbers in the row?
Yes.
How am I miscounting this? Because then isn't the -6 impossible?
No.
Oh no, because there's a 1 on the outside, or
There can be outies.
Yeah. Right, right. So we need like something like this, but the 0 has to be inside the sum. Because if the 0 is outside the sum, in fact, 0 is always inside the sum, right? In every row column.
Why? And I
Oh,
don't
right.
think
There
0
doesn't.
has to be in the sum. 0 can be an outie.
0 can't. Oh, I guess 0 could be an outie,
It
yeah, but
doesn't matter
there
where the
doesn't even
0
have
is.
to
The
be
0
there
doesn't
does,
contribute to the sum.
but there also can't be a 0 either way. And so that's a problem with my theory that this had to be a 0. I think this probably is a 0, but I don't think it absolutely has to be. Uh, uh, so I do think we know that something like these digits are negative or 0, though. Uh, Gonna do red for negative, green for 0, and blue for positive, I think. We cannot possibly have uh, any non-negative. Actually, I think we could still even do this. Maybe it's just this number. It might just be this number that we know is negative or 0. Uh, because this number is definitely included in my sum because my sum has a minimum of 3 cells. And then when I look at this column now, this number is positive or 0. But if this number is negative, it has to bound the column. But that's fine. Oh, and row 1 also has a similar story. In row 1, yeah, but 5 is 0 in this puzzle, so that's why we have that. So yeah, so this is also positive or 0 by the row. But this can't actually be positive because, oh no, sorry, it could be positive if it's 4. So this is either 0 or +4. Those are the only options for this. Because we need every positive number in other than 4 included in the column. Okay, so
But
do we know which one it is?
can we have a negative number in that sum? Oh, I guess it could be the bound. I'm talking
Right.
about row 3, column 4.
Yes. I will pencil mark negatives by making them red. Uh, so yeah, so if this is the bound, uh, then these are all positive. This is -4. Uh, it's not
Oh,
so exciting.
yeah, everybody's right. Row 1, column 4 can't be 4 by the row.
Right. If this was a 4 by the row, that would cut it off. Right or right. Right. So yeah, that's the point, is that if this were 4, then in the row it would be one of the boundaries because there aren't any numbers bigger than 4, and we can't get to 6 in 2 digits. So in fact, this digit is a 0. Uh, and Tristan gets to help Zach do the 0 dance.
Is Big Z not dancing?
Big Z can come and enjoy, but Big Z is going to look because Big Z doesn't know the 0 dance yet because Big Z is the intern and has not gotten to watch. So Big Z is going to watch and take notes.
I'm not even sure Zach remembers the 0 dance.
Oh no, that seems a problem. Uh, excellent, excellent. Thank you, Zach. Thank you, Big Z.
How do you put 0 Zachs in chat?
Okay, so now, in this column, this now needs to be a boundary. So this now needs to be, I guess all I know is that it's negative and these 3 are positive, right? Because I've got to get to these being 1, 2, 3, and that being 4 in order for this to possibly work. Because I need 3 negatives to actually be in, I need 3 positives to be in the sum. So I think this is positive 4.
I think that's
1,
true.
2, 3.
Yep. And row 1 or row 3, column 4 is at least -2.
Right.
Because if it was
negative,
-1, then
and it
then
can't
there
be a 4. Because if it were a 4, it would break row 3 by the same logic that we have previously noted.
So it's a -2 or a -3, and row 2, column 4 is a -1 or -2.
It's true. Okay, so, and that makes the sum of these two -1 or -2. I think this is really the only way, Wario. Okay, so, right. These 2 digits can't be 0 by Sudoku. And so I think they both have to be negative because of that, right? Oh no, annoyingly, this could be a +4, and then we do something like that. Will that break the arrow if I do that? Like, this certainly is negative. This can't be a +4. Oh no, sorry. It could be a plus. It could be a plus a number smaller than 4, I think.
Yeah.
Somewhat annoyingly.
And just have a big enough well, okay. So that 2, 3 is in the sum.
Well, we know the digits in the sum are 1, 2, and 3.
Right.
So this 1, 2 in particular is in the sum, but by Sudoku it has to go here or here.
And we know which
that's
one.
the point. We know which one. Right. Okay, that's very cute. Right. This digit needs to be in the sum. It can't go in either of these by Sudoku. So it has to go to one of these 2, but if it was here, it would make that 0, so that doesn't work. So we can actually catch up this number over to here.
Yep.
So catch up 1, 2. It means this is one of the borders of the sum, so it's either a 4 or whatever. This has got to be negative now because it's in the sum and it's not 0 by Sudoku. Now this has to be a boundary of the sum. And so it's got to be the -4 boundary because it can't be this can't be a 0. And it can't be positive. Oh, sorry. No, it could be positive, can't it?
It could be positive with. Well, no.
Does
that work? Because it would need a.
It would need a -4 next to it,
but that
can't have, right?
It can't by the sandwich.
Right.
So that is.
So, I mean, there definitely is a -4 on this arrow because of the fact that all the other negatives are over here and the sum of this is negative. But the -4 is one of the crusts of the sandwich we know, and so it can't go there. The -4 has to go there. that makes these both positive.
And in fact,
Uh,
everything left in box 2 is positive.
this is a 2 or a 3. I'll get that in a second. So this is a 1 or a 2 because we know it's not the crust. I agree with you that all of these are positive because we have all of this box stuff done.
No, I don't think this is right. It's the other way around. Uh, the the last cell in row 3 has to be the highest one.
Oh,
It is the crust.
sorry, you're right. It is the crust, right? Sorry. So that's oh, so this just has to be a 2, in other words, because this needs to be at least positive 2, and we need to leave room for there to be. Oh no, sorry, 2, 3. This is 2, 3, but this is 3, 4. Okay, got it.
That
Okay.
there we go.
Uh, okay. So we know one of these two is -4 just by
No,
Sudoku.
no, those
Oh, wait, sorry. I was thinking
those are
somehow I
all
knew these weren't
positive.
4.
All 4 of those cells are positive. They see all negative numbers and 0.
Right, you didn't tell me that again.
Yeah.
Uh,
I told you it once.
that's not sufficient, and you know it. Uh, let's see. Okay, so right. So we know actually these aren't crusts. No, that's not true. They could be crusts,
One of
annoyingly.
them could be a
Uh,
crust.
yes. Uh, oh, that's
Oh,
smart.
nice,
So MechD
MacD.
points out that one of these is the 0 for box 3, and that looks back over, and that actually makes this the 0 for box 2. Oops.
Box
Oops.
1.
Ah! Stop it. So that's a 0. Uh, we do know these are 1, 2, 3. That's true. So one of these is the blue 4. Uh, I agree with that as well. Okay. Box 7 wants a 0. And it's going to be in one of these 4 spots, I guess. I think there's annoyingly a lot of options.
Yeah. Oh, but
We do know there's a blue 4 and a negative number bounding this.
we do know 0 is vertical in box 5 in column 5.
Oh, right, because it can't be there. Right, so one of these two is 0. I do not, D-Web. Uh, let's see. That? That doesn't look like 9 cells. That looks like more than 9 cells. Oh, you mean like that? That makes sense. Yeah, none of these can be the same because they all see each other and it's 9 digits, right? Uh, so I guess the point is that tells me that these cells are positive or 0 at least, because they see every negative, as I guess the point uh, by Sudoku. Uh, so that digit is over in one of those two for what it's worth. Uh, I do know one of these two is -4. Uh, and
Yep.
that's the crust, actually. Uh, uh, I don't have any way to mark that, but I think it's true. Uh, I'm trying to decide if this can really be part of the sum or if we actually need the crust to be in here. I don't know. Uh, let's see. The -4. If there was one in the row, it would be over here, but we don't have any way of knowing if there is one in the row or not. Uh, oh, this reminds me. Nell solved one of my puzzles while I was busy, and then I never went back and watched it. I have to go back and watch it. Uh, we know there's a negative over here somewhere. Uh,
Hey there, Afraid Not. How are you doing?
uh, in box 7, it's at the bottom of column 5. No, no, that's
I think
column
he
5.
means
I see.
box
I
8.
see. He's just saying it's in one of those two.
Yeah,
Uh,
which we.
which is yeah, that's box 8. Yeah. Uh,
Oh, have you? I'm sorry. Chat is like teensy tiny for me, Afraid Not. It's like a postage stamp on my screen. Um,
we do know there's a +4 to bound this sum somewhere.
I've been here the whole time.
Indeed. Uh,
Hey, Joel.
they should make more of those.
I think they have. I think we just haven't paid for them.
That's possible. Could this possibly be blue 4? Is that the point? Is this, I don't really want to do the math, but chat will do the math for me of whether this can actually be blue 4 or not. Uh,
Well, we know we have a red 4 in that column.
yeah, so the question is like, could these be the bounds of this and have this sum to 3? And the answer is no. Uh, because if so, we know one of these two says 0 is the key point. In order to get to 3, 3 is just not a sum you can get with a positive, a negative, and a 0,
Yep.
given that 4s are never, of any flavor, are never in the sum. Uh, and therefore, knowing that, uh, oh, actually, could we do it that way, though? That somehow seems like, no, that's only going to, oh no, maybe that's better. It would
One,
just
two,
make this
three, and minus
blue.
2, maybe?
Yeah, I think that's probably fine, unfortunately.
Oh, but no,
Uh,
there's a 0. Minus. Oh,
uh,
minus 1013 works.
uh, but yeah, I agree. One of these is the red 4. I just don't know how to mark that. Uh, and one of these two is the blue 4.
I guess that cell you have highlighted is the only place for blue 4 in that column if it's going to go there.
Yeah, that's, I mean, ditto. Oh, I guess it could go there as well.
Oh, the plus
Oh, yeah,
4 in
could
box
this be
5.
+4? The answer is no, this actually this could be +4, 0, +3, -4, right? Isn't that fine? I think that's fine.
I think that's okay.
Uh, let's see. The
True.
4 is. Yeah, we have noted one of these two is 4 in box 5. Yeah, that's true. Uh, yeah, the blue 4 is in one of these. The red 4 is in one of these. Uh, is it possible that for some dumb reason the red 4 just can't go here at all? I noticed it worked. It didn't. It's not worked in lots of instances that the red 4 was here, but I can't think of any general reason why it couldn't be, but maybe secretly it is. Isn't the other blue 1, 2, 3 in box 8? Four in box 7 could go in any of these places. Uh, that is in box 8, yeah. We do know one of these two is red, right? These are a red-blue pair. Yeah, this needs to be in box 5. That's it. That's it. Very nice, the wolf. These two digits together, where do they go in box 5? The answer is they can only go in these two cells. So these are a hidden blue-blue pair. So in particular, this one isn't 0. And so this one is 0. Very nicely spotted. So that is also blue, which means this is also red. Very well spotted. Okay, and so now, uh, yeah, if this is the 4, then that's the 3, and that's fine, I think. Uh, oh, but this being, no, this being blue 4 does still work, because if that's blue 4, that can be red 4. Sorry, that can be blue 3 and red 4. Uh, and I think that's fine, unfortunately.
Oh, yeah, we've placed red circle in box 5 now.
That's true.
I guess
Those two
in
over.
boxes 4, 5, 7, and 8.
No, you said it correctly. It was in box 5.
Well, yeah, but
But your deduction was there's only one place for this, not in boxes 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's only one place for it in box 5. Uh, 0 in row 4. No, there just isn't a 0 in row 4. Uh, yeah, we've got all of our. Does every region have a 0? No. Box 7 still needs a 0. So one of these two is 0, right?
yeah.
And that's the last 0 in the puzzle. Uh,
Let's see. Boxes 1 and 9 still need catch up. I guess that doesn't. So box 1 ketchup.
Wario, because the bottom of column 3 sees this 0, so it can't be 0 by Sudoku.
Box 1 ketchup can't be in the sum.
But box
So
1 ketchup could be the bound of the sum, right? We don't need to have a -3 or a minus, or sorry, yeah, we don't need to have a -3 or a -4.
So if it's -2, it could be a bound.
But could it simultaneously be the bound and go here? That it might not be able to. I'm not sure.
Why not?
Because then what? Oh, then that would be a -1, right? Okay. Yes. Okay. It works. We just need that to be exactly -1.
So that cell is negative no matter what.
There's a world where it's blue 4. No,
No,
there's
there
not.
isn't.
Right, because of this digit. Right. If this was blue, that would go there, and that would be a disaster. Because this would need to be either a blue digit that needs to be in the sum or a blue 4 that needs to be a crust, and neither of them works. So yeah, I agree this cell is negative.
And in fact, it's only -1 or -2. We just don't know if it's red circle. But it is -1 or -2 only.
That is true.
Not 0. There you go. Because it's either red circle or red circle is a 2 and it's a 1. Hey, floating point numbers have a -0.
I mean, even integers have a -0, right? At least under most encodings.
No. Most encodings use 2's complement, which only has 1 0.
Mm.
Math is easier to do on 2's complement.
I see.
But the bit patterns look very strange. If at least for negative numbers.
Yeah, we do have like, if this is blue 1, 2, 3, then funnily enough, this has to be a crust. Because it can't be blue anymore other than being blue 4. Otherwise, this is blue 4, and then who knows what happens. This is blue 4, then the blue 4 goes over here somewhere. Hey, ELSF! Your
Hey,
quilt is
LOSF,
here!
check me out.
Thank you, thank you. We were showing it off. We greatly appreciate it. It looks gorgeous.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna redo my lighting to make it uh show up a little better, but uh yeah, it's great.
Wherever 4 is in box 5, row 3, column 7 is a 3. Okay, so if this is a 4, then certainly that's a 3. If this is a 4,
Yes, that's correct. Afraid not.
what mechanical impact does this being a 4 have? Oh, this being a 4 makes that a 4. I see. So the point is we have an X-wing on blue fours.
which we
Uh,
have for a long, long time.
but the X-wing on blue fours just immediately sees that cell as the point.
Yes.
That's the so the that is very nice. Yeah, the so the four in each of these columns is the blue four in each of these columns is in one of these two. So therefore, one of these is always a four. I guess you could even just do it as the four in this column is in one of these two, and both of them see this cell. So this cell's a three, which makes that cell a two,
Uh,
which makes that cell not a two.
which makes red circle a -2.
It does. It does.
Doesn't resolve row 1, column 1.
Makes that a three and a one, though. Uh, okay, so there's a one down here, a red one down here. Okay, we know there's a red four down here. That's one of the bounds. I was trying to see if this one told us something, but it does. It's beyond my threshold of what I'm willing to think about. Uh,
Well, that can't be crust anymore, right?
one of these two has to be blue three for what it's worth. Oh, and it's not that one. Uh, but the blue three in box two is placed because if I put it here, I can't put a blue three in row one at all, and row one needs a blue three
Why?
because there's one in the six sum.
Oh,
And so basically, I guess what I'm saying is one of these two is blue three, and they both see that cell. So this cell isn't blue three.
and it's not blue
Uh,
2.
yeah. And so, but anyway, the point is this has to be the blue three because if that's a blue three, yeah, I guess what I'm really saying, I guess, is one of these two is a blue three for box two, but one of these two is a blue three for row one, and therefore that's the blue three. There's the more elegant way of parsing that. So this is a blue one or a blue four, of course. This is a blue one, a blue two, or a blue four.
And one of those
And
two
this
is
is
a
a blue
blue
one,
2.
a blue two, or a blue
It's
four.
not a blue 2. Box 2's blue 2 looks down.
Right. This is not a blue two. I agree. Yeah, one of those two is a blue two.
Might as well mark
Uh,
that.
uh, yeah, the like it if A or B is here and A or B and uh sorry, if yeah, it's A or B and B or C, then you need B if A and C are mutually exclusive. Uh I believe that's called an alternating inference chain, but who knows? Uh Row six, column four isn't three, right? Because one of these two is three for box five. I
Yep.
agree. Uh, one of these two is a red two. Did I know something else that had to go in one of these two cells? Oh, no, the something else was red circle, but red circle turned out to be red two. So it does not give me a pair. Okay, so
Oh,
AFK
yeah.
says if this is positive, it's positive four.
And that breaks because you can't put a positive number next to it, to its left.
Right, right, right. Yep. So yeah, the that is a very good point. Yeah, we only have one positive number left in this whole box. And so if this was positive, this would be negative and would be included in the sum. That doesn't work. So
So that
therefore this is negative. Uh And
3 or
so it can
4.
only be -3 or -4. Uh, so now this isn't the crust for the row.
Right.
So now this is a crust, and so it has to be a 4. Uh, and so now I need my other blue 1, 2 here, which
Okay,
makes
now
that
you
the
can do a bunch of Sudoku.
4, 1, 2, 1. Like that.
4 in row 4,
That
column
4
3.
looks down there, makes neither of those 1. That's a 2, 3 pair that looks at that, makes that 1. This is
That's
a
4.
4. Uh, okay, these are a 0 and a 3, 4.
Ah, the rest of column 5 is fixed if you look at it with regards to the clue. Needs to be a 3 followed by
Yep, blue 3 followed by red 4.
uh yes.
That option that we've kept trying to rule out, or at least I've kept trying to rule out. And now these are both negative by box 8. And they are a 1, 3. So these are both positive by the magic of the fact that they see all of the negative numbers and 0.
Yep.
And so they're 1, 3, in fact.
Yep.
Just by looking at that. So that's
And
2 and a 3.
row 4, column
And
1,
now
2
these
are
are
both
both
negative.
Sorry, what? Oh, were you just saying the same thing I said?
Yes.
I didn't want to miss it. Okay, one of those is a blue 2. Oh, no, we don't know which one. Oh, yeah, these are both red as well because we've got all the blues in box 1. These are 1, 2, 3. So that's a red triple. So this is a naked positive because it sees a 1, 2, 3 triple in red and a 4 in red, and it sees a 0. So this is positive. And in fact, it's actually just a naked positive 2 because it sees every positive except for positive 2 in addition. Let's see. This. Yeah, this is the negative, or sorry, this is the positive 4 for the box just by Sudoku. So these are a 0 and a -4, but we know which is which.
It's being pointed out that box 1's -3 looks right into box 3.
It does, right? One of these two is a 3, therefore that's a 3. I agree with that.
The column 1 sandwich.
Yes, this can't be a -3 because if this is a -3, then the sum of this is positive, is what AFK is saying. So that is a 2 and a 3 and a 1. And now this needs to be a 1.
Yep.
So that this sum is 0. These are a 0 and a -4.
So the highest and the lowest very much not next to each other in that column.
Close enough. Okay, these are... Oh, sorry, no, I was doing...
You were doing row Sudoku?
No, I was confusing red, and I was trying to say something saw a bunch of blues and a red, and trying to say that that told me what color it was. But
one of them is +4 for box 9.
Yeah, one of them's +4. I agree. What clue haven't we used? There has to be a clue we haven't used, doesn't there?
I think it's just Sudoku.
Oh, interesting. Okay, yeah, there we go. It's D-Web points out it's the question, where is red 3 in the cross region? And the red 3 is there. It's like, I don't think we can possibly sort out these columns, but we can.
And the other one's blue 4.
Blue 4, just by asking where blue 4 goes in box 9. Let's see.
Blue 1 in box 9 is placed.
It is. So this is not blue. This is red because it sees
And
1,
it's a red
2,
one.
3, 4, and 0. It is a red 1. I agree with that. And so now red 1 in this box goes here, which makes that a 0. Let's see. We've got those. So one of these two is
Oh,
red
Nell.
4. It's a good trick. It's a good trick. Oh, this one
We
actually
have
sees
all
some
the red
fingers.
ones in the
3
grid
and
now.
1. We have all the ones in the grid now. Now, oh no, I don't know about red 4. Let's see. I have too many red ones. Uh-oh.
Oh, there are 2 in row 2.
Uh-oh. Oh, right, because I used these two together to place a red 1 there. I see. That does not work. These are a 0 and a red 4. It doesn't help. These are a red 4 and a blue 2. Doesn't help. These are a red 2, which goes there, and a blue 2, which goes here.
Now it
And so now
resolves.
that's a blue 2. And so now that's the red 4. And now that's the 0 and the red 4 over here. Oh, and I didn't actually fill in those. Da 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 da. Very nice. The no step was particularly difficult once you asked the right question, but you had to ask lots of weird questions, which is exactly what I like out of this kind of puzzle, is to sort of twist the things that you're used to asking and make you ask them in slightly weird ways, so that you get to do that. Very nice puzzle, Nell. Thank you for that. Uh, I'm going to take a quick break. I don't know if Tristan is or not,
Yeah.
but I'm going to stretch and eat a piece of cheese, and I'll be back in just a moment.
Yep. Back with more puzzles soon. Bye for now. All right, we are back. Let me get the whole puzzle on screen and such. Um, oh, I have the puzzle locked. That's why I can't edit it. You can talk, zetamath.
Alrighty, so we have to draw a loop that will be a German whisper, uh, as one does in most Itrio puzzles. But we have a really interesting sort of constraint here, which is that every one of the killer cages, we need to visit both cells with this loop, uh, and each box needs to have a different sum. Right. So that's going to draw most of the loop right away because the loop isn't allowed to touch itself. So we need to do all of these things. Uh, and the loop can't touch itself even diagonally. So as soon as we do that, this has to go in both directions like that, at least. Of course, we know this is on the loop, but we don't know exactly what it is doing. Let's see. So we can also high-low color our loop. So we don't know which is high and which is low, but it's probably worth coloring all the cells using ye old checkerboard trick. Uh, so this is yellow and purple. This is purple and yellow. This is yellow and purple. Let's see. That is yellow and purple. That is purple and yellow. Let's see. That is purple and yellow. This is because the loop only moves orthogonally, so it's going to bounce back and forth between high and low with every step that it goes. So we can end up with this. Now that does give us all the yellows uh, in here. Uh,
Oh, sorry, I
uh,
didn't put all
what?
the
What's wrong?
rules on screen.
I see. So these are purple or green. I don't know how much I'm excited to write that down. I guess if this isn't green, then we've either got all the purples in the row or all the purples in the column, but I don't really know what to do with that. Uh, these aren't purple 4, 6, of course. Uh, let's see. Are we meant to be thinking about stuff with sum? So, how many domino sum pairs are there? Maybe that's a good question. Because the minimum a domino can sum to is
7.
7, and the maximum it can sum to is it 13?
Yep.
Uh, so 7 to 13, and all of the oh, that's a good point. Okay, yeah, sorry. DWeb has a good point, which is that this needs to be 4, 6 because those I don't know which way these are going, but no matter which way they're going, they can't be the yellow 4, 6. So this is always the yellow 4, 6 and the purple 1, 9. But to go back to the between 7 and 13, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 is 7 sums, and we've got 7 cages. That also does mean, in particular, that these digits are
So
both.
yellow is low.
Yes, honey. These digits both can't be between 7 and 13. So one of them needs to be. So since both these are a high and a low pair, one of them needs to be low, and one of them needs to be a 6, and this one's not a 6. So indeed, this one is a 6. Uh, and we can bring out our Big Z and Zach for the 6 dance. Boop boop ba doop. Whoop 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 whoop. Boop doop ba doop. Whoop 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 whoop. Boop doop boop boop doop boop doop boop doop boop boop doop boop. Waha! Thank you, Big Z. Thank you. Thank you, Zach. So that makes that a 4 and a 9. Of course, yellow is now blue. purple is now orange. Uh, okay, so we know one of these two needs to be a blue one. Uh, and one of these two needs to be a blue one because the 6 needs to connect. These two need to connect via a 1. So in other words, this one's not a 1 and it's not a 4 either. This is only a 2 or a 3. And so these are in fact a 1, 2, 3 triple, where the 1 is over there. That's a 2 or a 3 in the row. I don't quite know about that yet. Uh, let's see. This could go this way, unfortunately. Uh,
Uh, row.
oh, right. Yes, right. This can't be a 4 because we've already got a 4-9 cage, right? So this is just a 1, 2, 3. And this is a 1, 2, 3. And in fact, all of these are 1, 2, 3 for the same reason. Uh, so yeah,
Um,
we'll have a. Sorry, go on.
oh, just geometry. Uh, we can't have this, or the loop branches, or touches itself.
Yep, agree. I'm trying to figure out what the nice way to say that is. Uh, the nice way to say it is that because of this configuration, the loop never goes here because uh, just ignoring everything up here, these two need to connect. They either do it this way or this way. And regardless of which one they do, this is either directly touching the loop or it's diagonally touching the loop. And so in all cases, this cell is unvisited. And therefore, yes, this does not do the thing that you said. And it doesn't go that way either, because that would require 2 9s. So the only way it can possibly go is up, at which point it immediately connects in that capacity, making that a 9. And now these are unvisitable. This comes down and it needs to connect like that. So that's orange, and this is unvisitable. Um, like that. Okay, yeah.
Those are 7, 8.
Yeah, I guess I don't know which one, do I?
No.
No, I don't. Yeah, I don't know. Uh, what about 4, 8? Can we do 4, 8 instead? Okay, so these are 5, 6, just for the
But no
record.
9, so that corner isn't 3.
That's true. Okay, and we now know if we're sort of keeping track of this, these are untouched by the loop. Uh, let's see. This either connects this way or it connects this way. I don't think that quite gives me the anything. I do agree one of these two is a 9. One of these many is a
Oh, so
6.
there's only one. No, there's 2 places for the 3 9 cage.
That's a good point. Yeah, so uh this being loop just doesn't work at all. Because if this is loop, because of the diagonally touching, it needs to connect, but it needs to connect to 3 different things. So this isn't loop. And therefore, this isn't loop because it would be a dead end. And therefore, this comes down like this,
And again.
giving me a blue. And yeah, and then again. And now this is not loop. And now this comes down, making that blue. Uh, Annoyingly, I think it could be 4. This is also a 1, 2, 3. I don't know why people keep talking about the 16 cage. There can't be a 16 cage.
A 1/6 cage, honey.
Oh, a 1/6 cage. Fascinating. Okay. Uh, so it's got to be this one probably. Yeah, it's got to be this one. Yeah, we need a cage that sums to 7, is what people mean to say. Uh, and
Hmm.
uh, oh, it could be this one or this one. Okay, never mind. Uh, oh, right, sorry. This one, it can't be this one because this 6. If this was 6, we would put two ones either in the same box. So it's not this one. Uh, and likewise, it's not that one because of the shape of the loop. It's not either of these two. So it does indeed have to be this one. Which gives me the 2 and the 3, gives me the 8 and the 7, and the 1 and the 3 over here. It gives me an 8, 9 pair here that I can write in. So we now have done our 12 as well. This is 7 or 8. Uh, right. Now these are all 7, 8, 9s. And that one is only an 8. Uh,
It's true. We do need a 3/8 cage.
one of these two is 8, but I don't think I know which one yet.
That
Uh,
6 needs a 1
I
next to it.
certainly can mark that this is not part of the loop and this is not part of the loop. And so therefore this needs to come over here, making this high. Yeah, I agree that this is a 1 because that's how cages work. Um,
I think you mean whispers.
this, I don't think I quite know what this is yet. Uh, we haven't done 10 yet, but 10 is going to have to be 8 plus 2. The only 7 cage we're going to be able to do is 7 plus 2 is 9. Uh, right. This definitely is no longer able to be part of the snake because if this were part of the snake, it would touch that diagonally. Very good. Uh, uh, only because we have no 9s in cages, AFK. Yeah, not sort of like a general logic principle, just a in this specific puzzle principle. Uh, okay, so this 6, of course, can't go that way. Can't touch there because that's touching diagonally. So we get to extend the loop here. We continue the loop and we go through all of that. That is blue.
It's
That
a
is
1.
orange. Yeah, we can fill in the 1 if you want, if you're into that kind of thing.
I would like
Uh,
to.
just for you, honey, just for you. Okay, none of this can be loop anymore because the loop would touch itself. Ditto here. Uh, so we get that piece. Uh, yeah, we still know there's a 6 over there, but I don't really care about that. Uh, this could still be a 4 and probably is. Uh, this is either a 7 or a 9. Let's see.
Haha. Nice, Josh.
Yeah, this is 7 or a 9. But you're right, right. Yeah, if this were on the whisper, Josh points out it would be a 4. But that's a problem because 4 doesn't connect to 8. So in fact, this is not on the loop, and so we can actually force through all of this because now this is off the loop. Sorry, wrong color. And so now this needs to connect like this, and now this is off the loop. And we can fill in an orange and a blue. Let's see. This is also a 7 or a 9, it would seem.
That blue in box 3 gives us a 2-3 pair.
Agree. This is a 7 or a 9. Oh, this continues down. Giving me another 2-3 pair in the column, making that a 1. One can't. I guess one could go with 8, can't it? But anyway, we've got our 2-3 pair in the column. So this now assuredly isn't on the loop, because if it was, it would be a 4.
Ah!
Uh, uh, this could probably be a 4 if it wanted to be. These aren't 4, so one of those is 4. One of these two is 8. You know, we've got lots of Sudoku stuff, but it doesn't look like it does anything yet. I know that 6 and 9 are down here, but I don't think I know anything else. Let's see. Maybe I should fill in these just for just to make sure I'm not missing out on any hidden triples. Uh,
Oh, 6 in row 4 is placed, points out Mekti.
6 in row 4 is placed, yes. That is a 6. It doesn't get a color because it's not on the snake.
Snick.
So that, oh no, I was going to say something silly. That means one of these two is a 6, but who cares?
Oh, that does place 6 in box 3 as well.
Does it?
Yes.
Oh yeah, because of that 6. Sneaky. Gives me the 5 and the 6 there. Okay, so these are low. Wait, no. What am I missing? Oh, one of these
A
is a
2-3
7-8.
and a
Sorry.
7-8.
Yeah, there's a 2-3 and a 7-8. That makes
Oh,
sense.
but we know which is which.
Right, because that one can't be a 2-3. So that's the 7-8. That's the 2-3. And apparently this one can't be an 8. It's a 7, which has made that an 8. Made that a 9. Let's see. These are a 4, 5. Uh,
Nicholas with a good point is that the loop, well, it can't go all the way down column 9. So I guess the corner cell is out.
yeah, right. So Nicholas's point is one of these digits is a 6. And so is it
Oh,
possible that
so all
any
of
of
those are out.
these are in? And so the answer is no. You have to look at it a little bit carefully. So neither of these could be a 6 and be on the loop, because if they were a 6 and they were on the loop, they'd touch two things. This also can't be a 6 on the loop, although it's a little bit grindier. But you have to use the fact that these two cells C1s. So actually, all of these are out is the short version. So that's out and that's out. Once you get through that, but it's a little arduous, but it is possible. This can still be a 4.
Oh, yeah, that's a weird 2-3 pair.
Yeah, this is a weird 2-3 pair. So that cell can't be a 2 or a 3.
Yep.
Uh,
Neither can the 8.
Nope. Very helpful. So we've got our 10 and our 11. Does that tell me this digit can't be a 3? It does, right? Because if this were a 3, it would go with an 8 and it would repeat in a weird way.
Yep.
So that's 10, 11. Ah, yeah, these two are 8 and 9. Uh, we could color two threes, but I really don't want to. But we might have to. Uh, 5 in row 4 is placed. That's true, making that a 4. Uh, and so now this is a 4 because we need a 4 in this row, and it can only go there, making that a 9, making that a 7 and an 8. Okay, so that's now my 9. So this can't be a 2 anymore because if this were a 2, it would have to go with a 7 or an 8, and we've already made both 9 and 10. So that's a
So
1. And
with
we've
a
done
7.
one with 8, so we've got to do one with 7. One of these is a 2. Well, that one's a 2 or a... Oh, this one's a 2 or a 3, but it's not a 3. So that's a 2, that's a 3. So that's the 8, 3. So that's the 8, 2. Uh, like that. This would have to be a 7 if it were in. This would have to be a 9 if it was on the loop. Oh, this digit is something. It's a 7. Uh, so we know that one of these two is a 7. So funnily enough, that tells me this isn't on the loop because if this were on the loop, it would be a 7. And then it would need to go next to a 1, 2, and it can't. Uh, in terms of very silly deductions. Uh, let's see, this column only has a couple digits left, which seem to be 2 and 8. And this column seems to have left 3, 4, 7. It's not a 7. Uh, yeah, the 281 feels very reasonable. Uh, oh, right. Nicholas points out this can't be. Oh no, sorry. It doesn't quite work because this is if this is on the loop, it's not a 7, is what Nicholas is saying, but that's not quite good enough to do anything.
4, 5,
Uh,
7 there.
and that one is apparently only a 5 of those. So that gives me the 4 and the 7 and the 5. Gives me a 7 here. Now Nicholas's point does it, because now if this were a 7, it's the wrong color. Uh,
Pair left in box 2.
this is now definitely on the loop for whatever it's worth, because we either bounce it that way or we bounce it that way. Unfortunately, I think 2, 3, and 4 all work for this. Let's see. The pair left in box 2 is 2 and 4. And we know the order. Uh, the 2 in this box is getting very pinched. This is one of those 2 cells. Uh, I'm
Ah,
trying to decide if I think this can really be a 4, and I think the annoying answer is that
it
it
can't
can.
because of 4 in box 6.
4 in box 6 is placed there. Okay, yes, very good. Uh, okay, so this is a 2, 3. Uh, so these are a triple of 3, 4, 5,
9.
and 9. So that's the 5. Uh, oh, exciting. David has noticed that we have a 1, 2, 6 hidden triple in box 5. Which I guess is now slightly obviated by other things, but that was a very good spot to David. So these are now 5 and 8, and we know the order. Uh, okay, so if this was on the
You
loop.
might
It
as
would be
well
a
write in the
6, and you
pairs.
can't. Uh, because this cell can't be 7, 8, or 9, and if it was a 6, it would need to go next to a 1, which it can't because of that one. So this is not on the loop anymore. So we can go through there.
Making that
Uh,
an 8.
yes, which makes that an 8 and a 2. Now we can write in a couple pairs for you. These are 3 and 6, I believe. And these are 2 and 8.
So that tells
Okay.
us which way the loop goes.
So this is off the loop because it's the wrong parity. So that's off the loop. So, and this can't be anything that goes next to the 7. So that's off the loop. So the loop has to go that way. And it continues to here.
Oh,
And so it's a 9. These are 4 and 5 in some order. So that's definitely not on the loop for what it's worth.
so row 8, column 7 is.
Yes, right. This needs to connect down. So that's always on the loop. It's not a 6, 7, or an 8, so it is a 9. So that gives me a 3 and a 9, which gives me a 2. It's the last 2 in the entire universe.
Tells you which way the loop goes.
Yeah, the loop does not go through the wrong colored 3. So that is orange.
7.
It is a 7. And so now this digit is known. And it seems to not be 1, 2, 3, 4, which is helpful. So it seems to be an 8. So it's not on the loop either, which finishes the loop, means the loop goes this way, makes that a 4 and a 5. And now we just have a couple pairs to write in. These are 4 and 5. This is a triple, one of which is a 1, which goes there. Then one of them's a 3, and who knows where it goes. And the other is a 6, and who knows where it goes.
We know.
And so that 3, 6 pair there makes that a 4, a 3, a 6, a 3, a 6, a 3, a 7, a 9, a 6, and a 5. I usually really like these. This one did not have the smoothness that most Itrio loop puzzles have for me. Uh, it wasn't bad, but I feel like usually Itrio loop puzzles are S tier, and I'd put this in the like B minus tier in my own personal taste. Uh, but I'm guessing that Itrio has not set a billion of these, and so I think there's a chance that like the next one with this rule set could be a lot smoother.
B
Uh,
minus is harsh.
B minus is harsh. I mean, B minus is above the average, right? Uh, uh, but yeah, this one, yeah, the I don't know, yeah, this one didn't quite work for me as well as most of the ones in the series do. But I mean, it's really Itrio's fault for setting the bar so high with how good these puzzles have been lately. Uh, because they're usually like in the high. Uh, C minus and C are the average, Emma. Uh, so somewhere in there. Uh, but you know, puzzles are good. You know, it's you have to get a lot lower than B minus before the puzzle. What uh mean probably mode for me too. I'd say like if I were to like give a like where do I think it lands on puzzles I do on stream, I do try and skew towards puzzles that I'm gonna like more. So there's definitely a bias. Like if I did these sorts of things sort of like completely at random. Like there was definitely a period, there was a long period where the average Sudoku puzzle I did on stream, I'd put in a D which was the period where I got very into pencil puzzles, or at least relatively, because all the Sudokus people were making were terrible. But we're now in, I'd say, another golden age of Sudoku, where I'd say like the between like the things people are making and the ones I do on stream, I'd say now we're probably at the average Sudoku I do on stream. I'd probably say is C plus. Uh, that'll be my estimate. Uh, I mean, this is a curve for experienced setters creating puzzles. It's very different than the curve for, say, students who are doing it for the first time. Uh, but yeah, that's sort of where I'd put it. Uh, but I'd say like the last one we did, the last Itrio Whisper Loop was easily in the A plus tier for me. Um, Alrighty, shall we take a quick break?
Yeah, I need some water.
That sounds good.
All right.
See everyone shortly.
right, we are back. Let's see, we can embiggen our cameras here. Not much to this puzzle rules-wise.
It's true.
Whoops, didn't mean to.
Lovely, lovely.
My pencil marks go with the Renbon.
They do, they do.
Okay, so in this puzzle, we have Renbon, which are sets of consecutive digits in any order, non-repeating for these ones down here. We have our killer cages that sum to the total given, and digits don't repeat on the two main diagonals.
I think there's a pretty good chance that this is going to involve some sort of set, but I'm not sure. I do notice that there's a lot of tension with like what this 15 cage can be to allow these two Renbons to exist and to allow them to be different if they need to be different. So, like for example, this could be 4, 5, 6, but if it is 4, 5, 6, then these would both have to be 1, 2, 3. Let's see. I'm looking through these to see, is there always like this can't be 2, 5, 8. That's just not possible. If this was 2, 5, 8, oh yeah, they definitely have to be different. That's right. Right. Okay, yeah. So let me explain that point. If these two Renbon are the same, they go here in the 13 cage, which has lots of problems, not least of which is they don't sum to 13. And so actually 4, 5, 6. Does 4, 5, 6 work? If this is 4, 5, 6, then these are 1, 2, 3, and these are 7, 8, 9, or vice versa. That I don't think works either, because I think then if these two have no overlap, that doesn't work either. So if these two have no overlap, then this goes here, which forces roping basically, which also breaks. Namely, this 3 here ends up in here, and then this needs to be a sum of 3 consecutive digits, which is always a multiple of 3. So this 15 cage also can't be 4, 5, 6. It needs to actually leave room for two different things that overlap. So 159 doesn't work either, because 159, you only let the two Renbon be 2, 3, 4, or 7, 8, or sorry, 6, 7, 8, and that doesn't work. Yeah, so we're anti-roping here is what we're doing. Okay, so this 168 looks good. 2, 4, 9, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, that works. 2, 6, 7 just doesn't work at all because you can't even get anything out of it. This doesn't work because it only allows one combination. This looks horrid because it doesn't allow any combinations. So I think the only possible combinations are these two, which I think hopefully are symmetrical reflections of each other, given that this is 15 and 15 is a very symmetrical-ish total. So we have the world going in one of these. Now, what am I going to do with that deduction? That I have not figured out. We know that these two Renbon have a digit in common, and that digit ends up here. And the digit that they have in common is... Oh, actually, sorry, they have two digits in common.
Yeah,
They have two digits in common. Because it's
they
either
have 3, 4,
3,
or
4.
6, 7.
Yeah, well, it's not 6, 7. Because if they have 6, 7 in common, then 6 and 7 end up in the 13 cage with
So
a
they
0.
have 3, 4 in common.
So they have 3, 4 in common, and so we actually get that this is 1, 6, 8. This is 3, 4, and 6. And we know that these are each from 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yep.
And definitely contain a 3 and a 4. Okay. So now we just do that again. Uh, however many cages in Renbon there are, we'll just do that again that many times, and presumably it'll all work out fine. Uh, let's see. This was certainly the most appealing place to do this. Uh, yeah, we do know there's a 1-8 over here and a 1-8 in here. I agree.
So at the bottom of the grid, that 12 cage sees two different Renbon.
Yeah, I trying to decide which one I thought was the most appealing. This 15 cage doesn't quite do it. And 15 specifically is more appealing because there's going to be more options for things that aren't 15. 15 is going to maximize the amount of wiggle room. But maybe the 12 is worth contemplating. Uh, so these two Renbon need to overlap in. I guess they could still overlap in 2 digits, but they need to exist at least. Mm, I'm not sure that we get much ruling out. We certainly can't do 147
So
because 147 is going to cause problems because we need a multiple of 3, or sorry, a number that's one more than a multiple of 3.
So one thing to keep in mind is that this cell sees all of 2, 3, 4, and 5.
That cell does see all of 2, 3, 4, and 5. So it's either a 1, which I'm certain it's not, because if this were a 1, this would be 2, 3, and this 12 cage would be a minimum of 4, 5, 6, which is too big. So this is a 6, 7, 8, or 9. So this digit's big by Tristan's point.
It's I think David pointed it out.
Uh, let's see. I do agree that this is not 258. Do we want to look at this side? Like, I wonder if this side maybe is roped. Let's see. Let's look at the 13 cage because it's in box 1, so it's a reasonable place to look. Okay, so by the same argument, this one can't be 148, because 567 would be the only possibility, and 567 would shunt a multiple of 3 into this because there'd only be one possibility. Likewise, this one doesn't work because of the same thing. 567. Okay, this 247 sounds horrible. I don't think we can even get any strings of 3 consecutive digits. This one, they would both be 7, 8, 9. This one, they would both be 7, 8, 9. So actually, we do have a very similar thing here. So our Renbon is certainly going to be from 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 for both of these.
So they contain a
So
6.
Yep. So they both contain a 6, and they can't both contain a 7. Does that tell me anything? No, I don't think it
Tells
tells me
you
anything.
one of them is 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, one of them is 4, 5, 6. Okay, one of that actually is useful. One of them is 4, 5, 6, which tells me. Oh no, it is not useful. Yeah, one of them is 4, 5, 6. These digits are, let's see, one of them is 6, so I guess it's either 6 with a 2, 5 or 6 with a 3, 4.
Yeah. Chat has the point that these columns are definitely not roped because they'd have those boxes would have 2 columns that add to
Yeah, we said
0
that.
mod 3, and
If these are the same, they both end up in the 13 cage, and 13 isn't a multiple of 3. We said that before.
Well, it also doesn't work if these are the same.
Well, those aren't the same because they both have 6 on them.
Right. Maybe I should change my color to something not Renbun colored.
I mean, maybe it's better on theme that it is Renbon colored. So yeah, one of them is definitely 4, 5, 6. which is interesting. This definitely has a 3 in it, I suppose, is one thing we can make. Can I possibly put a 3 here? I can. Now, can these overlap in more than one digit? If they overlapped in more than one digit, it would be a 5 would be the other digit of overlap. So can these be 4, 5, 6, and 5, 6, 7? Seems like a natural question. And it seems to me like they can, but uh, I'm guessing maybe I need to think closely about this. I do know this one isn't 4, 5, 6, I guess, is one consequence of this. This is either 1, 2, 3, or 7, 8, 9. 3, 4, 6 does not work in box 4. Ask where the 4 goes in box 1. If it's a 1, I break the 12 cage again. True. Three is in this 13 cage. We do know, yeah.
And 4 isn't.
And 4 isn't, right? It's 2, 3, 4, okay. Yeah, because then this could be 1, 5, 6. Okay. Uh, uh, oh, I see. I see the problem. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah. So if there is a 4 in here, we know it's not there for lots of reasons. So the 4 would end up there. But now by Sudoku, the 4 ends up here. And now these are 4, 5, 6. And 4, 5, 6 don't add to 13 is the problem. So this is not 3, 4, 6. It's 2, 5, 6. Wait, was any of this? Right. Yeah, this is 2, 5, 6. Right. Okay. Sorry. Okay, so we've got that. Okay, and so now the 5 definitely doesn't go in here because it would be 3, 5, 5. So there's a 5 on this Renbon.
So no 8.
So no 8. Okay. Oh, right. So that 5 pushes the 5 down here, which also removes 8 from that.
So one of them is 4, 5, 6. The other's 5, 6, 7.
And therefore, that is true. And so there's no 7 on here either, for what it's worth. Oh, right. This now can't have a 7, but it was never going to have a 7.
But it does
2
have
is
a
just
2.
placed in the cage, right? So yeah, so this is 2, 3, 8. And so there's a 2 over there somewhere. So there's definitely a 9 in here, if we care about that kind of thing. I don't know that we can, or that we do. Are you claiming we know this isn't a 9? Because I don't know this isn't a 9.
No, he's saying the opposite. 1 and 9 both go in column
Oh, he's
3.
saying this is a 129. I see. Okay, I can explain that. So yeah, so there's a 1 and a 9 here in this box and a 1 and a 9 here in this box. So there's a 1 and a 9 here, which is useless until you realize there's also a 2 here, which makes this a triple of 129. And we know this one's not 1 already. So this is either 234, that's one option, or 987, that's the other option. Which is quite interesting. 234 forces this to be exactly 156.
Which forces the other Renbon to be 789.
This 16 cage, if it doesn't have a 7 or an 8, it needs a 9. I don't know how much I care about that.
But if the left Renbon is 987, then what's the right Renbon?
So here there's a 6, a 9, and a 7, right? Because the we can do the same thing here. We're saying there's a 7 and a 9 here, and a 7 and a 9 here. So there's a 7 and a 9 here plus the 6. So these are 6, 7, 9. Chat is pointing out. Sadly, it didn't do much because we already had this marked as 6, 7, 8, 9. But what are you going to do?
If these are 7, 8, then what does that leave these to be?
That doesn't work. That's a good point. Yeah, if these are 7, 8, then now this has to be a 6 with a 5. I mean, if these are 7, 8, this I guess just has to be a 6, which already breaks because this would have to be 1, 5, 6 in that instance, right? No. Sorry, that's the 2, 3, 4 case. Sorry, the 2, 3, 4 case is the one where that happens.
But if these are 7, 8, this has to be a 6 with a 5, 4. And now what do you put in the 12 gauge?
912 or something? Oh, you can't do 912.
Can't do 912, it breaks this cell.
Yeah, Tristan, they're pointing out your logic is not correct. Uh, uh,
But it still breaks, but you have to look even further.
I mean, I know for sure there's not a 9 in this 12 cage. So the 9 in this box is over here somewhere. Uh, I'd love to understand if there's a quick way we can prove 9 isn't on this.
I don't think we can prove that.
Yeah. Yeah, if it is true that if there's no overlap between these Renbon, then this is a region. Which I guess technically works because 12 is at least a multiple of 3. Uh yeah, that's the case where this is 156. Uh yeah. Yeah, that world works. Uh so this being 156 does work. The 12 cage does see all 6 Renbon cells. That is correct. Yeah, so we also know it's not 129 is the thing that I mentioned because it breaks the row.
It can't be 138. Because that
Yes,
rules
it
out
can't be 138 because that rules
both
out both the options.
cases.
Yeah, that's a good. That's good.
237 also
237 has
rules
the
out
same
both
problem.
cases.
Yep. Okay, so now we always have 2 of 4, 5, 6 in this cage, and 1 of 1, 2, 3. Which is interesting. Oh yeah, 246 has a problem with what it does to the Renbon because now the Renbon can only both be 7, 8, 9. If you look at what 246 does, just and that does not work. And if this is 3, 4, 5, I have a bad feeling about what this is going to do to this Renbon because it's going to make this 9, 7, 8, 3, 4, 5. And so this is going to be something from 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, the problem there is a problem with 8s specifically, which is that these Renbon only get 1 8 between them at maximum. As several people have pointed out.
David has a good point that because this has 2 of 4, 5, 6, this Renbon can't go below 6.
That is true. That's a good way to put it. Okay, yeah, that's
so they're
that's
all
great.
6,
Yeah, that's
7, 8,
very
9.
nice. So these are all 6, 7, 8, 9, which means there's definitely an 8 in there, which means there's no 8 over here, which gets rid of my 7, 8 over there and makes this a 2. And we can bring out Zach and Big Z for the 2 dance. Duka, duka, duka. Ba-doop-ba-doop. Duka, duka, duka. Ba-doop-ba-doop. Duka, duka, duka. Ba-doop, boo-doop, 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 boop, boo-doop, boo. Waha! Thank you, Big Z. Thank you. Let's see. Okay, so there we go.
Now the 12 cage is 156.
Yep. Which removes 6 from all of these universes. Wow, Josh, that is impressive. And Mekti have noticed that now we have a Zackwing on 9s here looking over, so that places the 9 in one of these cells. But there's a 6, 7, 9 triple here, so that can't be a 9, and that's already marked as not being able to be a 9. So that is in fact a 9. So we actually know that those are 7, 8, and these are 9 and 2. So this would have to be 915 with the 6 there. That actually sounds likely because it sounds like it would do a lot of damage. Yeah, these can't be 5, 6 now. That one can't be 5.
So the others are 5 and 6, these.
Right, right. Uh, 915. Does 915 break the Renbon above it? It would have to be either 2, 3, 4 or 6, 7, 8. It would not be 6, 7, 8. It would have to be 2,
It would
3,
be 2, 3,
4.
4 exactly, which doesn't
That
work
doesn't
because
work
of the
either.
2, 9 pair.
Yep, yep. So yeah, so
So
This
nine one.
being 9 just doesn't work because of the very weird fact that if this is 9, now there's a 2 down here, which makes this a 915, which leaves very few options for this Renbon, which is why we were down this rabbit hole in the beginning. However, if you look at it, 678 doesn't work because we've made this a 6, and 234 doesn't work because we've made this a 2. So this actually is never a 9, it's a 2. Uh, uh, okay, and so now we've got a few options that don't include 4-9. So this is either 6-7 or 5-8.
Either one restricts the Renbon above it.
2-5-8 just makes the Renbon above it impossible because it removes all the multiples of 3. So it's got to be 2-6-7. So these are a 6-7 pair. Which does shunt some 7s over there.
Does that make the
that's not a
Renbon
6.
exactly 345?
Yes, this Renbon is exactly 345, just based on the digits that are already marked off in the column. So that makes that a 1. And now this is a naked single 8, I believe. So now there's an 8 up here and a 7. We could put them both in here as long as we're willing to make that a 1. Oh, there's also a 6-7 pair on this diagonal.
I was just about to point that out.
Which actually makes this a 4-5.
Yep.
That's not a 6. Oops. We have a random bet tree. We almost have a 2, 3, 4, 5 quad in this row if the 8 would just get out of the way of there. Yeah, so there's no 7 or 8 in here.
Oh, 1 is placed in box 9, D-Web points out. Sudoku.
Oh, yeah, 1 is placed in box 9. Very good. We used to do this thing of having people guess what cell was in the, or what digit was going to end up in the tree cell, but we have not done that in a bit. But I still have the plugin installed to plant the tree.
Oh.
So being a 7-8 with a 1 is very interesting. Row 9, column 8 sees a lot of digits.
It sees everything but 8.
Nice. Well, we'll take that. And so now in this row, we've got a random 3, 4, 7. And one of these two is definitely the 7 for what it's worth. Oh, 8 on the negative diagonal? Yeah, 8 on the negative diagonal indeed. Yeah, not there, not there. So yeah, the 8 on the negative diagonal is up here, which gets us the quadruple that I wanted. Because now we've got our 2, 3, 4, 5 quadruple. So now the remaining digits here are 1, 6, 7, 8, 9. And this one's not 1 or 8 or 6. That's not 8 either. This one's not 8 or 7 by the 7, 8 over there. That one could maybe be anything.
It's not 6.
This one's not 6, at least.
So there's definitely an 8 in the 16 cage. We could interrogate that a little.
In fact, there's definitely an 8 here, if we'd like. Just by Sudoku on the other diagonal. But yeah, there's definitely an 8 in here, just by Sudoku now. Yeah, and so the and so now that has made that a 7 and an 8, made that a 6 and a 7, made that a 6 and a 7.
This 5-6 pair down here is resolved.
Thank you. Oops. I'll do it like that instead. So this is three or five, right? No, sorry, two or five is what this is.
2 or
Oh, and it's
5.
not five. Five is just placed in the box. Uh, and so that's the two. That is a one. Uh, for some reason, this isn't six anymore. Uh,
See 6 on the diagonal.
let's see. This is a three or a four as well. Uh, let's see.
Yeah, no 5 on here.
Yep, because one of these two is a five. Do we know which one? No, we don't. But I do agree. The 0, 2, 3, 4. So these are a 5, 7, 9. It's not a 9. Uh, this being 9 unfortunately seems fine.
What being 9?
Uh, one of the digits in this cage.
Mm.
Um, oh, we know there's no 3 because there's a 3, 4 pair down below it. Uh, oh, so we actually know that these are only from 6, 7, 8. Because we know that there is a 6 or a 7 in this cage in all situations. So this is always the 1 or the 2. And these are the 6, these are the 8 and the 6, 7, and it's not a 2. So actually, that's a 1, and these are 7, 8, is how that worked out. Uh, okay, and so now there's no. Uh, okay, well, this is not 3, 5, 6 because we've got 3 and 5 both here. They can't both go in that cell. Uh, So this
But there
cage
is
definitely has a 9
and a 1 by Sudoku.
and a 1 by Sudoku, right? So it's this one. So these are 1, 4, 9.
The 1 is placed. They're all placed.
I don't think the 1 is placed unless you know
Oh,
something I don't.
uh,
Uh, we've got our 1, 7, 9 triple now in this row. So that makes that an 8. Uh, 5 and 7. 5 goes away. Uh, now that's a
uh,
2, 3 pair. So that's not a 3 anymore.
a
These
whole
are
bunch
something and
is.
something. 2 and 6. Oh, this has apparently become a 7. Let's see. This is the last 2, 3, and it's a 2 on the diagonal, which has made that a 6 and a 2 and a 4 and a 2, 3 and a 2, 5 and a 6, four,
There's no
five, 3,
7.
6, 4 and
That's a 5.
5.
Yep.
Uh, this digit is known. It's a 9. These two digits are, one of them is a 3, and we know which one it isn't. Uh, and the other's a 5. And so this is known. Uh, 9 is what it is. So that is a 6, a 4, a 3, a 4, a 3. 4, 3, 6, 1, 9, 7, 9, 1. 7. 2, 7, 9 are these digits. So that's the 9. These are the 2, 7. Let's see. These are 1, 5, 8. So that's the 5. These are the 1, 8. go ahead and fill in the 2, the 5, the 7, and the 2.
7 in box 4.
7 in box 4. This is a 1. Let's see, a 1 and an 8. Let's see. One of these needs to be a 3, and it's that one. That's a 9. One of these needs to be a 4, and it's that one, and that's an 8. Very nice. Oh yes, Alima sent me a note to say that I have now on Sudoku Pad passed 100,000 solves. So huge thank you to everyone who solved my puzzles. That is quite cool to contemplate how much collective time of humanity I have consumed by having 100,000 people solve my puzzles. Uh, Although not nearly as much as Full Deck and Missing have had. Let's see. Let me pull up the stats again because Alina sent them to me. So yeah, Full Deck and Missing I see are at they're closing in on their 500,000 solve milestone. I will say my recent recording session for Sudoku, or sorry, for Invitation to Puzzles has helped considerably with the number of solves on their puzzles that they have, I will say. Alrighty. Yeah, it's probably hard to measure time spent because you don't even really know like so often like something's left open or whatever, so it's hard to measure, but most of my puzzles aren't very quick, so presumably it's a decent amount of time. I'll have to add this to my my CV that 100,000 or there've been 100,000 solves of my puzzles. 100,000 Zeta hours. Yeah, that's a lot of hours. That's got to be like almost a month or something. Alrighty. I am going to take a quick break and we'll be back shortly with more puzzle time. So see you all in just a moment.
We are back with this J. Dyer deconstruction. Oh, good. Looks like the grid fits reasonably well on screen.
So we have normal rules here for German whispers and palindromes. And additionally, we have to fit 9 3x3 regions into the grid somewhere. And after we fit those 9 regions into the grid, we are going to have to enter digits in them so that no digits repeat in any row or column or region. Okay. Uh, so the
Oh,
first
none.
secret of this kind of puzzle is that these exact cells are always part of a region. Uh,
I usually color them all differently. I
we
guess you
can do
don't
that if you
have.
want.
I guess you don't
I
have 9 colors.
I mean, I have 9 colors, but I can repeat them in the last row. But I usually use green to mean it's in a region, and then use colors once they have a personality and I know which they are.
I see.
Uh, so the thing I noted right away that I thought immediately the puzzle was broken, but I don't think it is that we need to place a 5 in column 6, and we certainly know where it goes. And the reason we need to place a 5 in column 6 is because we have 3 boxes worth of cells, which equates to 9 cells in column 6. And so this has to be the 5 because no matter how I wiggle this and no matter how I wiggle this, I can't put a 5 next to a digit in a thing. So that's a 5, which means these are both zeros, which means they're off. Actually, we'll use my slightly kind of want to make this a little bit grayer. It can be blue-ish, but I want it to be like a slightly grayer blue. Is that slightly grayer? I think that's
Yep.
slightly grayer.
Yep.
So we know that those are off because of the fact that none things have a 0. I don't know if we want to actually enter the zeros. Maybe we don't, but just for clarity of the rules,
Hang
we
on.
can,
Why did there have to be a 5 in that column?
because there are 9 cells in regions in that column. Because of the given 3 cells in the column that have to each belong to
Ah,
a different box. And so any row or column with 3 different regions in it has to contain all 9 digits.
fair.
Uh, that is my truth, if you will.
So do we actually
Uh,
want to write zeros into those cells?
I did originally, and then I deleted them because I wasn't sure. Uh, that is, I'll do it if you want.
5
Uh,
dance.
oh yeah, 5 dance, right? Uh, boop boop boop. Wow. Boop boop boop. Doop 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 doop. Waha! Thank you, Big Z. I know you don't like that one. Uh, uh. What was my argument against this being a 5? Uh, maybe that could be a 5. Maybe this could. Yeah, maybe this isn't quite right. Yeah, I think D-Web is right that I think actually we just know the 5 is in one of these cells. I don't think we actually know that's the 5. As long as this is a 5 and that's empty.
Undance.
Oh no. This is still green though.
Any
Uh
greens on palindromes, it's being pointed out, we can reflect, which there are
that is
2 of.
true. So that one is green. That one is green. Uh,
So I think that might mean that row 6, column 6 can't be 5. Is that true? Maybe that's not true.
Oh, right. This can't be blank because if this was blank, then that's a good point. If this was blank, it would make both of those blank, and that doesn't work. So that actually gives us our first region that gets to have a color. This will be the red region. Uh, it comes over here. Uh, let's see. Do we have anywhere else like that? Like this has to be in as well, because if this is out, then these are both out. So this is also in. So these can also get a color. They can be the yellow region. Uh,
Doesn't this have to be in? If it's out, then either one,
yeah, if it's
then
out,
one of
then one
its
of these two
neighbors.
has to be out. Yeah, you're right. Very good. Yeah, so this has to be in because if it were out, actually, both of these would be obligated to be in, but that would create the thing or create the problem, the torment nexus, etc. Uh, so all of that is in. Okay, and so now one of these two has to be in, which means this region needs to come get there because now only this region can get to these two cells. So this region actually needs to reach down at least that far. And in fact, actually, it needs to get to one of these two cells as well. So in fact, it has to come over there
I think
at the
this
very
has to
least.
be in.
I think this could be part of this region, and this could be part of this region, as far as we know.
Mm,
Uh,
good point.
uh, Oh wait, sorry. I think the cell you had. Sorry, I think I mentally misplaced the cell you were saying. Because if this is what you're saying is if this is out, then this is definitely out, which is true. Yeah, sorry. I somehow saw this cell, but yeah, this has to be in, but we don't know what region it's in. Uh, one of these two has to be in, which pulls this down, uh, in this continued struggle, uh, like that. And if that's down, we now know all of these are out, which means this is out by reflecting across the palindrome. And also means, no, it doesn't mean those are out. Sorry. This
Mm-mm.
could still do that as far as we know presently. Uh, uh, oh no, AFK says I did that the lame way. Uh, Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. I see the point. If these were in, then it would force the region to look like this. You need to be repeating a digit between the cells, which presumably also works for this cell, right? If this cell is in, then assuredly these two are in, and they're in the wrong box, so that's out. Or sorry, they're in the right box, right?
I
And
mean, it's
this
these two
same.
that are at the middle of the palindrome.
Oh,
You came to the right conclusion.
this could technically be in. You're right. Okay. Uh, yeah, but these two can't be the same. Is the point? Even by
Well,
Sudoku, I guess.
they are the
Uh,
same. This one has to be out now.
oh, right, right. Sorry, right.
Like they literally
Uh,
are the same digit by palindrome. Or,
uh, right. Okay. Uh, How are we resolving high and low? Oh, because you can't put a 9. Because you can
Oh,
put a 9 next to a 0, but you can't put a 1 next to a 0. That's how.
Ron with a great point. This cell and this cell map to each other.
Ah, yes, yes, very good. So those are out, and these are out for the same thing. That's very good. And so that actually finishes purple
And yellow.
and yellow. This is now definitely also out. Let's see. This I could still get to from there. Uh, yeah, this I could
So
still
this
get
is
to if it's
actually high.
or 5. Oh, sorry, no, it can't be
No, it's
5, right?
not
It's actually
5.
high.
It's
Right.
it is high.
These are 6, 7, 8, 9. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. Uh, uh, right. This now can't be 0. Right, all right. Things. Oh, wait, sorry. No, this is a palindrome. Sorry, then not a. Oh, right. This
This is
box we now know. We now know this box goes through these 3 cells as being pointed out. That is very. That is a very good point. Uh, we can make those orange, and this box we now can sort of give a point. We'll make it imposter yellow. Uh,
these are out.
oh, right, because that you're just telling me that's out. Really, is what you're saying. Uh, which means these are also out, which now pushes down that that's in, but we don't know what it is. Uh,
Well, it's not yellow.
uh, yeah, it's not yellow. I agree.
Doesn't
Uh,
that finish yellow?
oh, right, right, that does finish yellow. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, because this is not yellow, and so this is some garbage region that's not imposter yellow. So this yellow is done, which pushes this red down. We can give this a color. We can reward it for its duty. We'll make it sky blue. And now this also has to be blue because otherwise we'd have 2 out cells in a row. So this sort of like sky blue color over here comes this way. Uh, let's see. Yeah, so now if you look at it, this sort of region in the middle now has to come left because the only cells that can get these 2 are from this region. AFK points out. We still have 2 human flesh opportunities. We will do a human flesh next by popular request. Ah, yes, this is in, and so we can make this the flesh box. Uh, all good Sudoku streams have a flesh box, right? That's a perfectly normal thing. Uh, there we go. And so the flesh box looks like that. Uh, so that is out at the very least. Uh, uh, right. This region also has to reach there because nothing can reach here except by going through here. So we can do that. Uh, okay, so this is now really orange, by the way, because it's now not flesh and it's not CL blue. So this is really orange,
So's this.
which means that these are orange. Correct. This is also really orange. Very good. So that means these are all out and doesn't tell me anything about these uh, yet, but orange is done. And we can let this region actually be green. Blue has gotten bullied over to here, by the way.
These are
Uh,
out.
yep, these are both between things, and now these are sort of squished, so those are out. Agree. Uh, this now. Oh, right. Sorry, green got pushed over here, just by virtue of these sorts of things. Uh,
So we know the
Okay,
high-lowity
so
of green.
uh, yeah, these are both high. People keep saying row 8, column 8 is out. I don't understand the argument. Row 8, column 8's in. Oh, no, sorry. This is row 9, column 8. Well, unrelated, but because I looked at this cell because I thought chat told me to, but chat was talking about a different cell. This cell is in because, in particular, this cell's in now because. Oh, no, that's not true. Sorry, that's not true.
I
But
don't
row
think
8,
that's
column 8
true.
is definitely out. I can't get there with anyone. Uh,
Now we know 5 in the center column is pointing out H hat.
uh,
Or
couldn't it be there
no,
or there?
it's still 2 places.
Uh,
Hey, Soterra, glad you could make it. I didn't know you on Discord, so I didn't ping you, but I'm glad somebody did.
yeah, we could corner mark the 5. We might as well. And yeah, we can mark that these are high for sure. So this is low, and it's only a 1 or a 2 for what it's worth. Uh, I'm trying to decide if that like somehow looks up this column and impacts that cell, but I don't think so. Uh,
So this can't be 5 and it's next to 0, so it's high, so we can propagate that.
Wait, this is just in. Because if it's out, it's not far enough away. So this is just green with this being a 1. And we can do a 1 dance. Uh, boop boop ba doop. Woo! Ba 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 dup. Whoa! Ba ba da ba da ba ba da ba da ba ba da ba. Whoa! Thank you, Zach. Thank you.
Yeah, you can't put a 1 or a 2 next to a 0 on a
Yeah, that
German
was
whisper.
basically getting the parity bouncing through this cell being low. So this is 6, 7, 8, 9. Uh, and now this
So
is
that
either
now
2
we know
or
where the 5
high.
is.
Oh, we know this is high. Uh,
Yep.
just because of that being empty. I don't know how that could be empty, but we'll do it. Oh yeah, that's not the 5 anymore, so that's the 5. Uh, but anyway, this is now 8 or 9. Uh, which means these are low and therefore can't go next to empties. So these are both in. So we can pull in that blue, which grays these. And we can pull in this blue, which doesn't quite finish it, but comes close in terms of where the regions are.
So we know the high-lowity of these.
Yeah, this is high. This is low. Uh, oh, this is now out, so that's out because all of these are out.
That does
But
finish
that
blue.
being out, yeah, that does finish blue. So now blue goes up. Uh, okay, so this is, yeah, we can propagate the 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, like that.
Yep. Now we've got all highs in
These aren't 4.
so in
This is definitely
particular
high.
these are low.
Yep, these are low. I guess this one we already knew was low, but this one's also low. These aren't 1, and that one's not 4 either, actually. That one's not 4 either. So actually, this one's the 4, which makes that the 9, making those not 9. That 9 looks up, making that an 8, it would seem. Making those not 8. That one not 9. Now this is 6 or 7, so it only goes next to 2 with a 7, making that a 3 and a 6, making these an 8-9 pair in some undisclosed order. That's not 6. Uh,
This isn't 4.
that is not 4. True. This is from 1267, I guess. I don't know if I really want to mark that. Uh,
Oh, yeah, there's already 2 in flesh.
oh yeah, there is already a 2 in flesh. Very good. So these are a 1-3 pair. So one of these two is definitely a 9. Uh, okay, so this is either a 4 or it's high.
Oh,
Uh, right. This needs to be in because it's next to a 0. That's been available for a long time, and I did not see it.
not
Uh,
that long.
uh, so this is high. This is low. This is low. Uh,
No 6 here or
these
here.
are high. These are low. Agree. These can't be 6. Uh, no, this one. Oh, sorry. No, it can't. It can be 6.
No,
Sorry, it
it
can't be
can.
6 because of that. Sorry, is what I meant to say. I thought you were making a different argument that for why this couldn't be 6 and that couldn't be 6, but uh, oh, this one could even be 5. That's a good point. From Ron.
Yep, good
Uh,
catch.
horrible. So this one can also no, that one can't be 5, right?
Nope.
Is that the only place that could be 5 that I didn't mark? This one no, this one could also be 5.
Yep.
Uh,
Oh, yeah, this is high.
yep,
Now we've got a 7, 8, 9 triple in that row.
that is true. We do have that thing you said.
The
Uh,
0000 palindrome.
uh, yeah, I might as well fill in this quad, although I kind of hate it, but we'll do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is 1, 2, 6, 7, but it's not a 1, so that's not a 1. Uh, these are 4, 5, 6, 9. That one's not a 5. But that means this is 4, 5, 6, 9. This one seems not to be a 4, so that one's not a 4. Uh, for whatever that is worth. All right, this isn't 1 because of this 2, 6, 7 over here. Let me write the right numbers. Oh, it's not 7 either because of the 7, 8 pair. So it's 2 or 6, going with that 2 or 6. Uh, uh, that is not a 4. I agree with that. Oops. Is true. This is from 1, 2, 3, 4. might be worth marking that all of these are not 6, 7, 8, 9. These are just from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These ones aren't 1 at least. These are also from 2, 3, 4, 5, for what it's worth. I don't feel great about that string of pencil marks, I'll be honest. I've got a lot of lowish digits floating around in that box, but not enough to do anything, I don't think.
Yeah, we observed that earlier, D-Web. It's just not an easy thing to mark.
Let's see. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, so AFK wants us to use the like J Dyer form of set here to note that this is 3 sets of the digits 1 through 9, but these are 2 sets of the digits 1 through 9. So this is 1 set of the digits 1 through 9, and therefore this digit is not a 9. Uh, let's see. Uh, oh yeah, these digits are the same as these digits, right? Because of looking at these 3 boxes uh, and then removing uh, these. No, I didn't look at the right boxes there to get that. Uh, oh, it's because right, sorry. Uh, these cells are uh 3 sets of the digits 1 through 9, and these cells are 3 sets of the digits 1 through 9. So that means that these have to be the same digits, or that would not be true. Which in
Which gives you a
particular makes that a
9.
9 and an 8 and a 7 and an 8 and a 2 and a 6, which gives me a 6 over there.
Nice.
Uh, to be 7, so that
That's a
means that
7.
is a 7. That's a 2 and a 1. That 2 reflects up there across the palindrome. This isn't a 6 anymore.
This
Let's
is
see.
now a
I've got a
4 or a 6.
3 and a 1. The 3 goes next to a 9 only. Let's see. We've got the 6 or the 7. This is now just a 4, right? It seems to be not able to be anything else. So that's a 4 and a 9 and a 5, which makes that a 9, which makes that a 9. That a 6.
Nice.
Uh, 4, 5 are gone. 2, 3 are
We can
gone.
use our top row of orange
7,
and
9 is
green trick.
gone. Yeah, that's right, because we know that one of these is a 5 and the other is a 2. Agree. Uh, this is not 6 or 7. This is not a 6. Let's see. This is just a 4, actually, because it needs to be low, and it's the only low digit left. Uh, so we've got 5, 6, 7 left in this row. Oops. This is not 2, 3, or 4. It's not 9. This isn't 3 or 4. That's not 6. That's not 3 or 4. Yeah, I've got a 1, 2, 5 triple, but it doesn't do anything. Uh, let's see. That being not 9 makes that a 3, D-Web points out, which is true. Uh, we do know one of these two is 9. I'm actually going to fill in the rest of this row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9. Uh, uh, the 3 has to be next to the 8. Good. So these aren't 8 anymore. Uh, there is a 9 up here. There's a 2 in one of those two cells.
Mehdi points out there's only one place for 9 in column 3.
Oh, wow. Right, because that can't be 9 as part of that point. None of the things in blue can be 9. None of these can be 9. And these two both see a 9, so that's a 9. Uh, it's not quite all the 9s. So one 9 to sort out over here, and one 9 to sort out over here somewhere.
By the row, there's a corner marked 2 in row 10.
I will take D-Web's observation that this digit is a 9 by the column 2 logic. So those aren't 9, which makes that a 7, which makes this only a 1 because there's actually a 2 in the box, makes that a 5, makes that a 9. What? Oh, right. Sorry. Right. I cheated. You're right. One of those is a 9, is what we know. So that's not a 9. Well, that's disappointing. Uh, one of
Yeah,
these
one
is
of
a
those is a
2. I do know
2.
one of these is a 2. Yeah. So that's not a 2. Uh, let's see. This row needs 5, 6, 7. I might as well write it in. Uh,
Still got a 2, 3 in the box here.
yep. Three here places a 9 and an 8, but I don't think that's a problem for any particular reason. Uh, this can't be a 4 because there's a 9 in there, points out Chad. So that is 1. So that isn't, which makes this an 8. That has become a 5. The 5 over here has made these 1, 2, which has made that a 3 and a 9 and an 8. So hopefully it's not a problem. That is a 7. See, I told you that's where the 9 would go. So that's the 9 over there.
4
And
doesn't go
D-Web
next to
didn't believe me.
7.
Let's see. Let's do this digit before we do the fancy stuff. Uh, that's a 7. Okay, yes, I agree that that is a 1. Uh, one of these is a 4, and the other is a 6, and I don't know anything about that yet. This isn't a 1, so that's not a 6, so it is a 7. Let's see. These aren't 7. That's not 9. That's not an 8. Uh,
Oh, 7 in light blue.
7 in light blue is placed in the center of the palindrome, making that a 5. Good point about this being able to be a 5. Let's see. 7 doesn't whisper 3. 8 doesn't whisper 4 either. Uh, these are 5, 6, 8, and the other one, 4, I think. Oh, but the 5 is just placed. These are 4, 6, 8. That one's just 4, 6. This one I think is 4, 6, 8, all of them. That one's not a 5 anymore, so that's just a 6, 7 pair. Uh, yeah, one of those is a 4. Uh, let's see. This row, we still need the 2, 3, 4, 5, the 6, the 7, and the 8 we've got. Okay, so this isn't 2 or 5 at
DWeb
least.
points out 7 in column 3 is placed.
This digit is a naked single. I have to figure out what it is. I think it's a 3 because of that 468 triple. So these are also 2, 4, 5. No, sorry, that one's not a 2 either because there's a 2 in the box. What are these? 4, 5, 6, and 1. I don't know where the 1 is. That one's not a 4 or a 6, though. That one's not a 5. Okay, DWeb points out a what is a what and a what?
7 in column 3.
Okay, let's see. Looks like it could go there, and looks like it could go. Oh no, there's a 6, 7 pair, so it's only there. I see. Okay, so we've got 7, 8, 9. So we just need 1, 2, and 6. No, sorry, we just need 1, 2,
That's
and
low
3.
now.
Yep. And in fact, it's a 1 exactly, if I did my thing correctly there. So that is a 1. That is a 1. Speaking of things that are 1, that is a 5.
This is a
Now for
3.
that box over there. That is a 3, making this an 8. Making that an 8, making that a 6, a 4, an 8, a 6, a 6, a 4, a 6. I saw this is for a setting competition. This wasn't set in like an hour or anything, was it? This is an incredibly impressive construction. I love the symmetry here in this grid. I love the symmetric grids that lead to very asymmetric solve paths. I don't know, it's one of my kinks. Let's see. These are okay. Well, this is just a naked single. So 1, 2, 3,
Or
4
5.
over here, 5 there, 5 and 4. Okay. So these 2 digits, it better sort out everything. So these are 1 and 2 for the box. So that's a
That'll do it.
1. That's a 2. Yep, which will give me the 6 and the 2, which will give me the 7 and the 6. And I guess they want me to highlight this and write 0 in all of these. Not like that. Like that? Oh. Maybe there's just not solution check. Or maybe we're wrong in some horrible way. But a
Why
lovely
does it
puzzle.
say we haven't put in all the 4s?
Do we have a box without 4s and with 2 of some other digit instead, like this
Yes.
box where we've got 2 6s? Uh-oh. It's a problem because things
Oh no!
6 can be 4. No. How long ago did that happen, dare I ask? There we go. Okay, so this is supposed to be 4 and 8, and 6 and 4 and 6. Yeah, at least it was not super long ago. Okay, so these aren't 4, so they're 2, 6. These are 4, 5 again. So that's 5 and 4 and 5 and 4.
Those are still
These
1,
are
2, and it
2
still
and
sorts
1,
it out.
6 and 2, 7 and 6. That time we really did it. Very nice. I really liked that one. Yeah, I do enjoy a good J. Dyer construction. They're one of the ones where they require a certain amount of responsibility. I do think they make great stream puzzles because they tend to have some difficult Sudoku spots in them, and stream is very good at difficult Sudoku spots. So very neat puzzle. I liked that a lot. Alrighty, I think we're going to take a quick break, and we'll come back and we'll do another puzzle. But good lord, that grid is quite an achievement.
Yes, that's very lovely.
In a day, okay, yeah, a day is fine. Yeah, very nice.
All right. Be right back. All right, we are back with this Renbon quadruple puzzle by Arbitrary, with the twist that no two lines can contain an identical set of digits.
Very nice. So we can start with our usual trick about fives on Renbons. So length five Renbons always have to have a five. And so that creates two Zack wings of fives that point at box nine, which places a five here. Poor Big Z. Uh, boop, boop, ba doop. Ooh. Boop, boop, ba doop. Wow. Ba doop, bo doop, ba doop, bo, ba doop, bo, ba doop, bo, bo, da, bo. Wow. Thank you, Big Z. Thank you. Uh, okay. Uh, so I guess it is worth noting that there are in total five different length five Renbon. And so this is one of each type of length five Renbon. So one of them is from one through five, uh, and so forth. Uh, which is gotta be interesting. Uh, I don't know how I'm using it yet, but it feels like it has to be interesting. Uh, I do agree I can actually say that the fives are there if you want. Uh, Sleep well, Wario. So what can I
Ah,
say?
yes, this six means that one of these has to be one, two, three, four, five.
Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so that is a good point. Yes, so right. I can't have six uniquely determines that. So yeah, so one of these is one, two, three, four, five, and this four tells us that one of these is five, six, seven, eight, nine. So that means this Renbon going to have neither a one nor a nine on it. So one and nine are locked off down here at the very least. And that means this Renbon does have both a four and a six on it. But that six can't be over here because we know one of these two. Wait, no, maybe that's not true.
I don't think
Uh,
that's true.
no, it's not true. Yeah. Uh, but we do know that four and six are in here somewhere. And we know. Uh,
Oh, actually, there can't be a six, can there?
the six could be up here, right? Oh no, 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 no! There can't be a six up here because the six up here would cause another one of these to be one, two, three, four, five. That makes sense. Yeah. So, yeah. So, but for similar reasons, right? So, we know one of these doesn't have a six on it, and therefore, uh, we know that these both do have sixes on them, and therefore that rules sixes out of all of these, which actually pencil marks a six in here, and
And
likewise pencil marks a four in here. Uh, uh, Trying to decide if this is trying to tell me about something interesting, but I don't think so.
yeah,
Uh,
both these Renbons have fours on them.
right, right, because the 7, 8, 9, or sorry, the 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 was up there. So both of these have fours. So yeah, so there is a four in these cells.
You get to do that with six in these cells.
Yep, agree. Uh, uh,
Oh,
oh yeah, where's the other nine down here? The other nine that's down here is in one of these uses. By the way, can you clear that, Tristan?
yeah.
Uh, that's a great question from João. Uh, because we know that neither of these have a nine on them, and we need two nines. So one of these is in fact a nine, in much the same way one of these is a four. Uh,
No, no, one. It's even better
sorry,
than
it's a
that.
one.
One
Sorry, it's
is
a
a
one.
one,
Sorry.
which looks into box five.
Yes, yes, yes. Which looks into box five and then tells me that this now is one, two, three, four. These aren't the one. Uh, that is very nice.
So we get a
So
five in these
So there's no
cells.
ones in these cells. Uh, and we know there's no one in these cells.
Oh,
So the
so
one in this column is over here.
this can't have a
Uh,
five on it.
right, right, right. Because yeah, the five got pushed off of that. Right. So right. So the five gets ruled off of that because remember there's a five over here, and so now this is 6, 7, 8, 9. Which then if we look back at this now,
Why do
tells
we
me
know
for the
it's not
same
one, two, three, four?
because we already have a 1, 2, 3, 4 Renfon.
Oh, right.
Uh, what did I need to know in box 7? Oh, right. Sorry. The thing I said about the one was wrong. There was these cells I know aren't one, unfortunately, but the five thing still works. Sorry, I had the wrong side in my mind. But anyway, there's still no five up here. Uh, so this still is 6, 7, 8, 9. Uh, and so this is now the not the 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 Renbon. This is the 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 Renbon because I'd create a sextuple in this row if it was that one.
And that's not 5 or 6.
It was not 5 or 6. I agree. Uh, right. So there is now a 5 on this Renbon because this length 4 Renbon needs to not be extreme. And it's not there for lots of reasons. Uh, so 1 up in one of these two cells for whatever that is worth. Uh, yeah, I guess now I can make the argument I tried to make before with nines. There's not a 9 on any of these Renbons, so there's a 9 in this column, and it's not there. So one of these two is 9. And yeah, there's not a 1 in here, so there's definitely a 1 in one of these. Looking across that row. Unfortunately, there could still be a 1 over there, but we'll get there. Uh,
Yep. So that's just from
def
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it has a 7 on it.
That is true. Uh,
Oh, one in box 3 is only in 2 cells. It's these two.
right. The
So
one
I
that
should say 1 in column 3 is only in those 2 cells.
column 7, but close enough.
Column
Uh,
7.
uh, yeah, I agree. This being a 1, 2, 3 would do something, but I don't know what. Uh, so this Renbon actually has gotten pushed down a little bit because there's 2 high digits not on it. So this can't have an 8 on it either. So if you want, uh,
Oh yeah,
and it doesn't have a
9.
1 either, because we know the 1 is over here. So this is actually only from 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, for whatever that is worth. I mean, that gives us a bunch of digits that have to be on it, right? There's definitely a 6 on this Renbon, because the Renbon that's missing a 1 is over here. Or sorry, the Renbon with a 1 is over here. So there is a 6. So that's at least not 6. So we know one of these is 6. So we know these aren't 6. Uh, is all true. In fact, actually, these aren't 7 either, for that matter, if you want to look at the quad. Uh, okay,
One of
you're going
these
to place
cells is a 9
9 in one of these two. Yeah.
in row
Uh,
7.
let's see. Yeah, there's 2, 7, 8, 9s. Uh, so it can be can either be 3 through 7 or 2 through 6. So uh, yeah.
I'm trying to understand Afraid Not's point.
Uh, uh,
Use the box 5 quad. One here, one here.
Uh, I see. I see.
Oh, column
Okay.
6. It breaks column 6.
Yeah, I see. I see D Web's point. I don't understand AFK's point, but if there's three of one, two, three, four in this Renbon, which there would be if it were one, two, three, four, five, then those three would repeat here and would put three low digits here. But that doesn't work because that one's high. So it's this one that's one, two, three, four, five. So these are all 6, 7, 8, 9. Of course, we know those aren't 9. Uh, let's see. So there's definitely a 6 in these cells. Oh, sorry, no, the 6 could be there. Never mind, sorry. Yeah, the 1 in box 8, I guess, is in one of these two cells, Ron points out. Uh, yeah, this could still make it all the way down to 2, annoyingly. Uh,
No, it can't.
oh, right, sorry. Uh, down to 3, yeah, sorry. Uh, that's true. This digit is not 4 or 5. And so it's also 6, 7, 8, 9 because of the Renbon. That's a very good spot from Ron. So
So
that
now we have
actually
a
makes a quad in the row. This is not 9 because of lots of other 9s looking at it. Uh,
and we have a 5, so you might as well write in the 1, 2, 3, 4.
these two are the same digit. Yeah, we can write in the 1, 2, 3, 4 if you want. That one's not a
And
2.
these aren't
These
1s and
aren't
these aren't
4.
4s.
Right. Right. So now this friend bond doesn't have a 5 at all because there's no 5 there either. So this is also from 6, 7, 8, 9. For what it's worth. And it's not this one. Oh, sorry. I was going to say this one's not a 7, but I don't actually know that. That's not how that works.
So there's a
I
7
mean, I guess
and
I
an
know that
8 on
this
that
digit is from
Renbon.
1, 2, 3, 4, I suppose, because it sees the whole Renbon if we're into that kind of thing. And like this one is, oh, I guess I don't know about that one. Uh, but that one's from 1, 2, 3, 4. Uh,
Yeah,
we
just put.
do know that 9 is in one of these two cells,
Yep.
is what is being said. So 9 is in one of those two, so it's not there. That is a fair point from AFK. We now know because of this that there's a digit on this Renbon that is 3 or lower. And so therefore there's no digit that is 8 or higher. So we know the 8 actually comes over here within this box. Uh, Sadly, that doesn't quite do anything because we already knew we couldn't put an 8 over here.
Might as well clean up that this 5 looks down.
True.
Oh, no. Uh, no, never mind.
Uh, oh, this 9 has technically looked up at this cell for forever. I don't think it really matters. Uh, this certainly doesn't have a 9 on it or an 8. I think it could just get away with having a 7 on it, annoyingly. Uh, 4 in column 6 is in one of these two, Laura points out. Uh,
Oh, wow. Ron with a great point that there's actually can't be a 7 on this Renbon, or it makes this the same as the box 9 Renbon by what Sudoku does.
wow, yep, that's true.
Makes
Yep.
them both 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
And I guess it's uh oh, not quite right, but yeah, the right. If there's a
So no
7 on here, definitely the 7 in this column ends up down here, which is not good. Because we know there'd be a 7, but no 8. So yeah, so there's no 7 on here. That's a very good spot. So these are 1, 7, 8, 9. This being 7, 8, 9 is going to be really difficult, I suspect. Uh,
Yeah, we've got a lot of 3 length Renbon that want to be high.
I was just thinking in terms of how it goes into this box and this box, but I'm not 100% sure that that's actually really an immediate problem.
Ah, yes. There
Right. So
this
now
is now
this can't have
set,
2.
so
Yep.
that's not 2.
So that's 2. Right. Very nice. So yeah, there's only 2 length 5 run bottoms with 2 on them. They're gone. So now that's the 2. So these are actually now a 189 triple. So that's a 3, 4. And these are a 6, 7, which looks up, knocks 7 out of all of those, making that a 7. Which makes that a 7, which makes that a 1.
I don't actually immediately understand how we placed that 2 in box 9.
There's a quadruple.
Oh, 7 here.
7 there indeed. Oops. Okay, what is this triple? Because I think that's worth understanding. It is 2, 3, 4, I believe. Okay, so 2, 3, 4 is good enough to tell me that that digit is a 1, I believe. 8 is way too far away. So this isn't a 4 either. This is a 2, 3, so that's not a 4 either. So that is a 4 by my corner mark. Well, it wasn't really my corner mark. Someone in chat gave it to me. I don't remember who. Uh, uh,
Yeah.
Tristan earlier in the chat, or Tristan earlier in the Discord was like, and we like to give members of chat credit for things they come up with. And I read it and was like, do we? But
Well, I definitely do when I stream alone, but it's
uh,
hard.
let's see. So there's a 7 in one of that mess of cells.
That's a
Oh yeah,
1-2
these are
pair
a
now.
1-2 pair. That is fine. Uh, these are a 2-3 pair, so that cell's not a 2 or a 3. Uh, let's see.
Yeah, Afraid Not says noticeably Tristan does.
Uh, well, I never claimed to be as nice as Tristan. Uh, right. That one is now ruled out of there because we've got a 1-2-3 run button. This is a very nice puzzle, by the way. Uh, I don't know if Arbitrary ever watches the stream, so I don't know if they will find out about this, but
I
this is
did
a
ping them.
glorious puzzle. Uh,
So if they want to watch, they can.
Right. We now have all of our Renbon with threes on them, is Todd's point, because we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So now the 3 is actually here with a 9 in this box, which looks up and gives me that 2 and that 3, which now gives me that 1 and that 2, which actually gives me a 4 and a 2 over there. That's not the 2 anymore. So one of those two is the 2, but who knows which one? I don't. Maybe someone in chat does, though. They often do. This is a 6 or an 8. Oh, sorry, no. By the column, there's a 6 and 8. Oh, that's interesting. And a other thing. Better
A
not be a
9?
3
No, not a
or not.
9. 7?
Nope, there's no other digit. Nope,
No.
it's not 7. Uh,
Uh, 5.
nope, they're all here. 5. 5 is creative. Uh, uh,
We scan
this
good.
3 quad only has that 3 as left as an option because the 1-3 pair points out Mekdi. That is not a 1. Okay. 1 in box 2 is just placed because it can't go on the Renbon without repeating. Agree with that. This 8 and 9 is definitely down here somewhere, but I don't know where. I do know one of these two is 5, although I'm not that enthusiastic about that deduction. Uh, yeah, these two are just the same. Oh, this 5 looks over there at least. Uh, right. Very nice. Yeah, this Renbon needs a 7, and we know it's in one of these two cells. So Ron points out it's not in one of those two cells. Uh,
So 7 in box 7 is vertical now.
it is, which places 7 here because of the crisscrossy 7s and your observation. And so now there's not a 7 on this. So now this is from 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 only. And we notably have lots and lots of digits that this can't have on it. So like this can't be a 2, 3, 4. This can't be a 2, 3, 4. It's going to make it hard for this to be a 2. And it's not a 5, 6 because we've actually got a 5, 6 pair.
And
And the
it's not
3,
a
5,
3.
6 Ren button doesn't work very well. So that's a 4.
That was
Uh,
wild.
I thought that was the cleanest way to explain it.
Oh, no.
Uh,
I thought it was great.
This isn't a 6 because the 6 in the box is up here. So that's the 5 and that's the 6. It's the 8. So
Now there's no
now the
8.
6 on this Renbon needs to be here because this Renbon definitely has a 6.
The box
And
5
now that's a
Renbon is
7
fixed.
and a 9 and an 8 and a 7. Let's see. That 5 can go away. That is not a 6.
It's not a 5 either.
Not an 8. Yeah, so there's no 8 here. So now these have to be 5, 6. And we know the order because of that 5 looking up. making that an 8 and that a 5.
Finish box 5.
We can do that. So this is either an 8, which it isn't, or the other one. Let's see. 6. That is an 8. So that's a 9 and a 7 and an 8. 1, 2, 3.
Row 6 would like a 3.
9 go in here. Row 6 would like a 3. It can have it. One of these is a 2. The other is a 9. Let's see. Those aren't 3 anymore. That's not a 2 anymore. There's a 1, 3, 5 up here. We know that one's not a 1. These are a 4 and a 6, which is helpful. Makes that a 5. Makes that a 5. Makes that a 1, 3 pair, which makes that a 2. Makes that a 4.
8 in box 8.
That is an 8 as the last digit, so I don't have to think about the Renbon anymore. Oh my. Let's
You okay?
see. These 1, 3, 8, and 9. So that's a 1, 3. And these are 8, 9. And we actually know the order. 6, 2, 3. 8, 6.
Last 8 in the puzzle.
4, 3, 9, 1, 8. 3, 9, 1, 3. 1, 3. 5, 9, 4, 5. That's a 2. It's a 7. And that's a 6. Bravo. That was quite a romp of a puzzle there.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah, great work there. I always feel like quadruples are underused as a mechanic, and then I continue to underuse them. But I feel like quadruples are a really beautiful constraint that we don't see too often. And they have some very cool underlying pieces to them. Alrighty, shall we wrap up stream there for the day?
I think we probably should.
Well, thank you everyone for hanging out today. It has been a pleasure. We've gotten some very cool things. Oh, underfilled quads, meaning there aren't 4 digits in them. Yeah, I think quads with 4 digits filled in them are not incredibly compelling. But yes,
They
we'll be back.
can
I think
be.
Tristan is planning to stream on Thursday,
I
right?
definitely am planning to stream on Thursday. Apologies to everyone for missing stream a couple days ago. I was feeling unwell.
But and I'll be back next Sunday. But thank you, everyone. Thank you to everyone who supports the stream, by the way. As always, if you'd like to support the stream, and you don't already, you can do that by clicking the join button on YouTube or the dollar icon or whatever else, depending on what your version of YouTube looks like. We greatly appreciate everyone who does it. And last but not least, let us thank the Turbines, Daniel, David, Franco, Nell, Nordy, Plonktime, Wario Land, Paul Fly, and last but not least, huge thank you to ELSF for the quilt. Thank you very much. Tristan's showing off the quilt now, and we'll be back soon. Bye for now.
Bye-bye.